this! Smart! Come on, Sacagawea! 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 Let's go! Core of discovery! Go to rib school and explore. Need your help! Grab your backpack! Let's go! Jump in! Emmanuel! You can lead the way! Hey! Promise! Never miss! Indiana! Perfect! Let's go swiping! Oh man! Sacagawea! Yeehaw!
Welcome to Tapeworm News Network!
Hello, I'm K9 Wheat, and welcome to the evening news on TNN, Tapeworm News Network. Today we'll be watching and reviewing 3 movies set during the early 1800s. The first movie we'll be looking at is a documentary titled The Life and Mind of Sacagawea, which follows her and her contribution to the Corps of Discovery. Roll the clip. Sacagawea lived and thrived in modern-day Idaho. She was kidnapped by Adatsu Indians and taken to an Adatsu village located in modern-day North Dakota. Later, she was sold to a French-Canadian fur trader named Toussaint Charbonneau, who later became her husband. After a year, she was pregnant with her first child. She was around 16 or 17 when Lewis and Clark landed in North Dakota and built Fort Mandan. This movie is a wild and emotional ride that gives new perspective on Sacagawea's life. I give this movie a solid 9.8 out of 10, and it has an approval rating of 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, so go see it in theaters November 14th. Oh! What's this? This evening news is sponsored by the Bubblegum Shrimp Company. We partnered with Bubblegum Shrimp Company in order to save and protect the shrimp population. If you'd like to make a contribution to our notable cause, visit www.savetheshrimp.gov. #SaveTheShrimp. The next film we'll be reviewing is called The Expedition. This new horror classic shows the dangers that await on the American frontier. Roll the clip.
What's that?
Oh my god, we should play a game of truth or dare.
Oh my, yeah, we should.
We should.
We should play truth or dare.
I dare you to go find the Northwest Passage.
Where's the Northwest Passage?
I don't know.
Over there. Come on.
Where's
Tucson? How you doing, big brother? We're almost at the Northern Passage.
Oh my god.
Is this the Pacific Ocean?
Clark are in Fort Mandan and meet Toussaint Charbonneau, a French-Canadian fur trapper. They take him and his wife on the voyage with them, and Toussaint ends up being a good-for-nothing bum who is a terrible interpreter and refuses to do any hard manual labor. They embarked on the journey, and in May 5th, 1805, Lewis and Clark encountered a grizzly bear. They described it as the most tremendous-looking animal and extremely hard to kill. Later, winter was approaching, and the group needed horses to get over the Rocky Mountains to get towards the Northwest Passage. They got the horses from the Shoshone chief after he realized that Sacagawea was his long-lost sister. And although they were just reunited, Sacagawea continued on the expedition. On November 15, 1805, they reached the Pacific Ocean where they camped for the winter. The next year, they began the long journey back and arrived back to Jefferson in September. They didn't find the Northwest Passage, but they discovered hundreds of new plants and animals, such as the bighorn sheep, bison, and the western juniper. And they established good relations with the natives living within the territories. This movie has an interesting storyline and something us moviegoers haven't seen before. But there's some historical inaccuracy shown in the movie, although the main ideas are present. You can tell that the movie had a low budget too. I give this movie a 4 out of 10 because the storyline saves the whole thing and the movie as a whole is kind of gross. In 1803, Thomas Jefferson had purchased the Louisiana Territory from Napoleon Bonaparte for $15 million. It's seen as the best purchase in the history of the United States because part of the land was located at the mouth of the Mississippi River. It doubled the size of the United States at the time, and Jefferson wished to find the Northwest Passage, so he chose his friend Meriwether Lewis, who chose his former Army captain William Clark as his co-captain during this voyage.
The voyage was called the Corps of Discovery. This voyage had 3 goals. 1. Discover the Northwest Passage, an all-water route from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. 2. To document the geography, as well as the animal and plant life they encountered. And 3. To meet the Native American tribes and treat the full fellowship of the United States. The Corps left from the St. Louis, Missouri during May of 1804 and endured winter in the Mandan villages in North Dakota. Roll the clip. I'm just like every other American. I put my low ponytail in 2 hands at a time. I fight for my country's rights. I expand America. I am proud to be an anti-federalist. Thomas Jefferson has won the election. And most importantly, I'm better than you. This movie is something that we as viewers have secretly been waiting for. We've always wanted to see the inside mind of a man like Thomas Jefferson, and to see it play out on the big screen has snatched my powdered wig. I give this movie a 9 out of 10 for the Oscar-worthy acting of the character of Jefferson. Thank you for tuning in to the Tapeworm News Network. I'm your host, K9 Wheat. Have a wonderful Sunday afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow with the morning news. And remember, #SaveTheShrimp. The link to the donation will be in the bottom of the screen below.